Let me,
And we have to get the cue from you guys that we can start. Okay, I'd like to call the Finance Committee meeting to order. Let me just clarify, because we did roll call through this, do we still do roll call out loud?
verbal would be good, yes.
Okay, roll call, Alder Galvin,
Here.
Alder Corpus Dax. Here. Alder LaFave. Here. And Alder Dorf, present. We're all present. I'll entertain, are you ready? Not yet?
It's gonna have to be by voice.
It's gonna just
Still
have,
having problems with our account.
okay, all right. Approval of the agenda, entertain a motion for approval of the agenda for finance.
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Alder Galvin moved to approve, and second by Alder Corpus Dax. Unanimous vote to approve the agenda. Approval of the minutes from April 24th, 2018.
Move to approve.
Second. Okay. Motion by Alder Corpus Dax, second by Alder LaFave to approve the minutes from April 24th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Are we going too fast? No. All right. Regular business. Discussion with possible action regarding the purchase of 2 Type 1 ambulances from Jefferson Fire and Safety Incorporated. Options: A, purchase 2 new ambulances for a total cost of $486,106, or B, purchase 1 new ambulance for $243,053 and 1 demo ambulance for $221,500 for a combined cost of $464,553. Mr. Jensen.
So we had 2 ambulances that were approved in the 2018 bond issue. And so we went out for quotes, and we received 2 responses. And Jefferson Fire and Safety was the low bidder for 2 ambulances at $486,106. Subsequently, they came to us with an offer to sell us a demo unit, which had been built 2 years ago, Chief?
This year.
2017, which matched our spec. They built 2 ambulances for us last year, and this demo, or this ambulance, they liked our spec. They built the demo unit, and it's been a demo unit. It's only got 3,000 miles on it. It substantially meets our specifications at considerable savings. We would still have to go out and purchase a radio and some of the other equipment, so there'll be some additional expense, but overall there'll be a net savings to the city to buy 1 demo and 1 new. Further advantage of getting the demo unit is that it can be put into service almost immediately, whereas it'll take 9 to 12 months to build the new ambulances.
On
Any
the demo,
questions?
yes, on the demo, you said about the radio NAP, how much would that cost? to put in
Cost
place?
of the auxiliary equipment, Chief?
I think the total, once everything's all done, the demo ambulance will be about 4,000 less than a brand new one.
Okay.
We did inspect that ambulance, that demo 2 weeks ago. It's under 3,000 miles. There are no imperfections in it whatsoever, so we'd be comfortable with taking the demo. We're also comfortable with taking a new one.
Yeah, so still like a $15,000 savings huh, after you put everything in it.
Is that what you said?
It'll be
No.
about a $5,000.
A $5,000
5,000,
savings,
so
yeah.
not
Right.
quite, but
Oh,
close.
it's some
still a
savings, and also
And it's
Yes.
ready to go now.
to get a
We don't have to
frontline
wait.
ambulance into
Right.
service.
Sure.
Any other questions?
Sure. How long will it take to get the other one into service?
The demo unit?
No. The
The
demo
new
you said
unit?
is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
Yes.
one.
About the typical build time from the award is anywhere from 7 to 10 months. They're telling us right now it's about 9 months on a new one.
Okay, and we're transferring equipment or buying new
Would you be
equipment
able to
for?
come up to the podium, too?
Sure.
Thank you. Better for a video.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All equipment, with the exception, the new ambulances include a new power lift cot. The because those things are only certified for 7 years and then they have to be
Sure.
done away with. Everything else, the heart monitors, all the other ancillary equipment is transferred, so, from year to year.
And the radios, all that kind of stuff?
That's one of the things we have to purchase in order
Okay,
to
so
bring
that's where
us.
some of that cost comes into the demo unit.
Yeah, so what happens with the new ambulances, and I'll be provided in the finance committee with a new spreadsheet on all of our capital purchase going out 20 years. I just
Sure.
want to let you know that's coming. But anyway, so the ambulances stay frontline for 4 to 5 years, depending on what our mechanics tell us. That's about the time that we get in them. And then they go into reserve status, and we keep 4 reserve ambulances at all times. And the reason for that is that we have mechanical failures, we have routine maintenance, and we have these things called special events in the city where we can be using up to 4 ambulances at any given time in a special event. So they stay in reserve status. So once we put a radio in them, it stays in them until we actually get rid of the ambulance and then they're taken out. And by that time, the equipment's 10 years old and generally not in service anymore.
All right. And some of the cost for this, though, is covered by Alway?
Yeah, so there's 2 different things, I guess, with all of these costs. We generate about $5 million in revenues in the fire department. 1.8 and some change is our contract with Alloway. And then about, I think we forecasted revenues this year in ambulance billing at about 2.9 million. So between those 2 things, that's the bulk of our revenue, and then there's some other ancillary things. So, yeah, I guess you can look at it in that regard.
Okay. And how long are the ambulances in reserve status then?
4 to 6 years, again, depending on their mechanical condition and what else is coming off the line. Every year, it might be a unit that's actually older in age, but in better mechanical
Right.
condition. So that's evaluated by our emergency vehicle technicians, our mechanics.
So you have a long-term plan where you're constantly rotating new
Yeah.
equipment in and old equipment out?
That is correct. And I'll be able to provide that spreadsheet to you here this week. I'll be emailing it to you.
All right, thank you, Chief.
I'd entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Which
Second.
thing?
Motion to approve
Yeah.
item B.
Item B, purchase 1 new ambulance and then 1 demo ambulance. Is there a second? A second by Captain LaFave, motion by Alder Galvin. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Some ambulances. Then, informational report on the designation of the official newspaper for the city of Green Bay to the Green Bay Press Gazette for the estimated annual amount of $55,000. Mr. Johnson.
So this, there's a state statute that requires the city to post legal notices and meeting minutes in a local newspaper. And the only local newspaper that meets the state's requirements is the Green Bay Press Gazette. The state dictates the line rates that the paper can charge, so it's really just a formality. And so we go through the process every year of sending out a bid. We get the 1 response. It's at the state rate. And so this is just making you aware that we are under contract for starting June 1 and through May 31 of 2019 with the Press Gazette. And the $60,000 has kind of been a 3 or 4 year average. Last year it was only $48,000. We're not exactly sure why, but it is just kind of an average.
55. So do you need a motion?
I think receive and place on file.
I'll make a motion to receive and place on file.
Motion by Alder Galvin, second by Alder Corpus Dax to receive and place on file. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next agenda item is the contingency fund. Someone want to speak to that?
And again, that's just informational, that is what was set aside in the 2018 budget, in case there is an expense that was unbudgeted and we need to tap into it, we need to go to that fund to pay a bill. So it's just an ongoing running number that we provide on each meeting, just to let you know.
Do you need a motion?
No, just
Okay.
informational.
So then the next finance committee is the next item, and I would like to propose that we have the next meeting on the 22nd of May. Do you need it? Or do you want to do June?
Well, you're right, I think I overheard you say earlier that the next council meeting is not until June 19th.
Right,
if
so
we-
June
we-
12th.
If we go do the week before, it would be June 12th unless something else would come up. More importantly, we have to call a meeting, but again, the council isn't planning to meet until the 19th.
Right,
So June 12th would probably make the most make sense,
that would make the most sense to me.
yeah, unless we would have an emergency.
Do you need a
meeting.
motion to set the next
Um,
meeting?
I don't think we need a motion.
The
No.
chair can set, yeah.
Okay.
All right, June 12th at 4:30 for finance. And a report of the finance director.
Actually, I have nothing to report at this time.
Okay, all right, then I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Corpus Dax, second by Alder LaFave to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We are adjourned. Break.